All right. Oh, hey, you got the sign in? We'll hand it.
Okay. Next order is to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Well.
Call for a motion to approve the minutes. Anybody second? Second? All approved? Any denied? Motion carries. Next item is your treasurer's report. Sharon, do we have it?
ARC request. ARC request. We need to get that one form. We
Yeah.
can't sign to approve.
You don't know what they're doing. It doesn't really say what they're doing. It doesn't show, it shows an outline, but it doesn't show exactly what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Sharon, this is the proposed budget.
Okay, do you want me to read that?
Okay, treasurer's report as dated October 25th, 2023. Operating account stands at this time $26,152.74. The reserve account stands at $30,913.64, which brings a grand total to both $57,066.38. Call for a motion to go ahead and approve the treasury report. Motion to approve. Anybody second? All in favor? Motion carries. Mark Scott present. All right, ARC requests. I think there was a couple that came in. One was for Teakwood, if I'm not mistaken, for
Yeah.
solar panels.
Yeah,
Okay. Where does he plan on having it installed? That would be Glenn.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pictures of the solars and how to put it together.
But it didn't go into grave detail on how they would be actually installed either on the home or on the property. Like, it was still kind of vague, right? It's still kind of vague. Now, I see that, but I don't know if that's
It just
if
shows-
that's what's proposed.
It shows one line of collectors, but there's a whole area on the roof mapped out.
Yeah.
With lines is that proposed collectors? Are you covering the whole roof with collectors?
Yeah.
And usually it accompanies with a form. We would like to do this, not just here's all the
Right.
information.
That picture's like almost like a stock photo of what they, what could be done. We don't really have a good answer of what is being done. I would say we could just ask for some more information. There's no reason to deny the guy. Let's just ask for some more information.
I don't know how much more information, he gives more information than I would have needed.
Well, I mean, how many times have you installed solar panels?
How many panels are going on the roof? Do
Yes.
you know?
It says all that, just give me a second for my.
Okay.
I have to pull up the mailbox.
Okay.
Sure. The image shows just one side of the house getting collector panels.
I wouldn't know. I'm not putting any panels on my roof. Less holes, the better.
Right.
It just, usually it comes with, I'd like to paint my house these colors, this for the trim, this for the house, this for the awnings or whatever, but it just says I want to put
Yeah.
solar panels on it. Doesn't say how many panels, it just shows. a
Yeah.
picture
Or like
with-
the
I
size
think
of the
there were 10
panels.
10 panels,
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
I wouldn't have a problem approving it if we just had a better idea of what was going on. Because once we approve it for one person, everybody's can have it.
Well, don't they have to go through the city anyway, so don't they have a plan with?
Oh, they'll have to pull a permit, I'm
Yeah,
sure,
pull
yeah.
a permit, so that permit should be pretty specific.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So our information would be on the permit. Maybe that would be probably a good way to go.
Yeah. So I would wait until they get permit.
Yeah, I think we could just ask for some more information, and
Absolutely.
that wouldn't be out.
City.
Yeah, we could just kind of like table it and just say, hey, we just need a little more information. Since it's new, hey, it's not their fault. We're not denying it. Just ask for some more information.
1,
Okay,
2,
I have it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep, 10.
This is the drawing right
Well, that's for his use, you know, the association's not liable for something you do at your own property. But if it was just 10 panels, I noticed that the rest of the roof has some dotted orange lines on it. Is that where they're going to fill the entire roof, or is it just the one side?
It looks like it's just that one side.
But it's a question, we don't really know.
Yes, the south side of the roof, this house faces east. Yeah, I printed everything out.
You wanna look at the blue?
Yeah.
That might help a little.
There you go. Cool, cool. All right.
Was that included in the email?
You know, I'd have to find out.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that in the email.
I don't really remember seeing that email.
Yeah, this has got the mechanical specifications, the electronic chart.
Yeah, this wasn't included in the email. This,
Yes, it was.
I just scrolled through the email and I didn't see
I
it.
just opened my email.
Okay, well, the one that, you gotta remember, you, the board, get a different email than Richard and I. We get one
Oh,
separately, you
yes,
guys
we
get
were
your own, yes.
included in a separate email.
We're in a separate
So it
group.
doesn't seem like we're getting all the
So we're
information.
not getting the same emails
Yes.
that you are.
Well,
That's, that's,
I'm like, it's all here. I
Becoming
mean,
pretty-
It's all there for you, absolutely.
look.
No, I agree.
just
But
look.
You don't understand.
I didn't know that you got a different
Yes, we
email.
get a different email.
So look,
No, I agree with you. I'm seeing this right here, and it shows that
It's
these are
got
the panels.
the
1,
page.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
this is
7.
the read. It's got all,
Absolutely.
it's got the grids. It's got all the specifications, the power classes, the mechanics.
So what's the dimensions on the roof? Is it gonna take the whole roof?
No. The picture shows right on it that there's only 10. See, each one of these you have to open up. There's the liability. Then you go up,
I know.
and you have to close
This is
it.
kind of a moment.
You have to close each one of them because they're
So
all
how big's
separate.
each panel?
Okay, this one's the first one.
They're 22 by 161.
Yeah, see, that's the picture.
No, they're 48, 48,
He's only putting
48.
them on half of his house. He's
But
got
see,
10
yeah,
panels.
we didn't get
It's
this.
not anything crazy.
No.
It's just 10 panels.
Right, we didn't get this information right.
It's only 10 panels on there.
50 feet?
Yeah.
Actually, 50 feet will be close to the whole length of the roof.
10 panels.
Yeah.
It's close, but it's not
Yeah.
both sides of his
No,
roof.
right. it's only
And
south
it's
side.
not even including his front garage area. It's just on the
And
house
what
property.
street is that on?
Teakwood.
Oh.
That's the house next to him. No,
it's
one
not
more
next-
house
it's
over.
not next to it.
Oh, so it's
It's the one with the orange trim,
okay.
if that helps.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, it's all here on this stupid email, so. I mean, you just have to open, if you look at these, you have to
Oh, yeah,
open
yeah.
each
It's
one
gotta-
of these.
It's got to read it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The board members get one set email, and Richard and I, because we're not board
Just to
members,
see it, just since, you know, it's 10
This
panels.
wasn't included
Yeah.
in our.
it's not anything crazy, but if you look here, it shows you your certificate of liability. And then you go down to the next one and you click it open. Oops, I guess it's this one. And there's another one.
Yeah, we don't,
And then-
I don't have this information.
And then you go here, there's the specs.
That's great.
That's the same thing. It shows all that. It shows the panels, it
Right.
shows all
Now,
the
where-
grids and everything.
And you're pulling this up from an email?
Yeah,
Now,
it's an ARC form.
yeah, okay, well, we didn't get that, is what we're getting. So, like, we're just getting this information. We're not doubting that it doesn't exist, we see it, but we're not
Well,
seeing it
that's
until
what
just
shocked me
now.
when you said this. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we're not getting the same information as
But
everybody
that would be
else.
the person that sent it, I
Right.
believe, was it Sharon?
Sharon, yeah.
Renee.
Or-
Renee,
Okay,
yeah.
I think we got ours from Sharon.
Yeah, we got ours from Sharon, that's right, because.
So
we
that tells
asked
me,
her.
yeah, that's,
Maybe
yeah.
she didn't
Because
have
I,
it.
because I said, hey, you know, I don't see, not everybody's name's on this. I said,
Okay.
so,
You give this back to
Oh,
you, wherever
yes.
you got it from, yeah.
all right,
And
cool, thank you,
then-
thank you.
Who else do we have to deal with? That's not it. Pool rules, drafts for the minutes.
Alrighty.
So they still haven't voted on it. Just that you gotta keep reminder
Mhm.
for everyone in the association, so, and you know, that's maybe a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know if you wanna see those. They do become, I'm sure hazards during a hurricane, but everything does.
Well, yeah, what's not a
Yeah.
pickupable and throwable thing in a hurricane, yeah. But that's, yeah.
So you have to ask for the other request too.
And what was the other
I
one?
don't know, they said there were two requests.
Yeah, they said there was a couple.
Ask
They
them.
said, so, cool.
Fred, anything you think is missing tonight?
That's the request, does he have a permit in there? Was there a permit?
There's, well, certificate of liability.
No, a permit. Is there a
But
permit?
is there a permit in there by any chance?
He's got the contracts to sell
The permit from the city of Melbourne.
the state of Florida.
No, the city of Melbourne would issue a permit for the, like your roof, you need a permit to have a new roof put on.
Right, but does he have to get our approval first before he?
Well, that could be part of our approval process, is if you make sure that you get the permit, not just gonna slap them on.
When that was something that wasn't necessarily like not practicing, but a thing that I say, hey, you're gonna get a permit, right? You know what I mean? Like, some people have that already, and some people don't want to go through the process if we're gonna deny it. So I kind of understand, you know. I think if we just strongly suggest they get a permit, you know what I mean? We could say, hey, on the promissory note that you're gonna.
Oh, no, you can.
You know what I
make
mean,
that a
kind of thing.
You can make it a stipulation that you
Oh,
have to have a permit.
A stipulation, that's,
Can he install it without a permit?
Yeah, you can do anything you want without a permit, but the city of Melbourne will come back later on. Yeah. You know, you could just to say that as long as you pull the permits, that there wouldn't be an issue.
yeah, that would be, yeah,
As long as all the proper permits to the
there
city
you
of
go.
Melbourne are.
That way it kind of covers us. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah. Because obviously painting your house, you don't necessarily need a permit, you know, certain stuff that we approve.
Because you would want something put on like that by a certified person, so in the event of a hurricane, that they don't become too much debris. There are gonna probably be a little, but,
Yeah, that's,
you know, they're sticking up a little, they're not your roof.
That's true.
yeah,
That's why you need the permit,
Yeah.
because then that debris becomes a hole in your roof down the street when it goes up in the air and comes back down.
I'm thinking, well, who approved that, you know, and then, da-da.
So, I don't see any problem with it as long as the homeowner pulls the proper
I think with
permitting
a
to the city.
stipulation would be a good idea, yeah.
Absolutely, we're not prohibiting him, we're just asking him to
Right.
put it in property. But,
And they can't stop the property owner as opposed to a business. Right. And there's no reason to deny him. And we don't see a reason to
as
deny
long
him.
as they're installed for the.
We just want to make sure that it's not going to be a hole in the neighbor's wall the next hurricane. Yeah, like you said, hey, yeah, a solar panel on your wall in a hurricane, you know, becomes a hole in their wall during a hurricane. Yeah.
So I mean, just to require them to pull the proper permits, I think would be, and you could go forward and meet the requirements.
Alright, so what's the decision? We got a lot to carry on.
I vote yes.
Do we?
You have to
Approve.
put the motion, don't you?
First motion, I'm motioning to approve.
Well, hold on.
Well,
Hold on. Mike, you're not on the ARC committee?
Me?
Yeah, no, well, it does because we're on the ARC committee. Yeah, this is the committee voting.
So if there's the motion being made to
Committee, yeah.
accept it with the stipulation that we make sure they get a permit through the city?
It says it's going to.
Oh, okay, well then that's good. Remember, you got a
Yeah,
different email than us.
we did not get all the same information.
Okay. Okay, so, yeah, then I
Well,
would agree with that, no problem.
Yeah, if it's noted, then
Yeah, this is an upstanding company, they've got all the licenses and liability insurance and everything.
sure.
It's not a fly-by-night.
Of course not. And well, right. And the thing is, you know, with these things, we just want to make sure that everything's being done properly. This is a first one,
They will have
you
to
know.
post that permit,
Well,
just
we
like when they do the roofs, so it will be posted right there on the front of the building.
It would, yes, well, that's what we're asking, because solar panels isn't something we do every day. I'm not, or you're not a solar paneling expert. I've never dealt with solar panels.
They're, changing it, they're just doing the electronic, permits where you don't even have to post them.
So,
Let me know when to learn that.
oh, well, that's true. With a lot of,
I don't know, no.
So it's been approved.
Nobody's done that yet.
Well, that's
but
what the
they're
other
doing
request
that
was.
post and
Oh, well.
like, I don't know, on the computer.
They have, there's no longer a permit required on site.
In Melbourne? Okay, I didn't know if they changed it yet or not. I know,
Don't
I
care,
know a
just
lot
tell
of
me they
places
got
that
it and we don't have to pay
change
for it in case there's a problem.
Okay. So, does the ARC committee approve for the solar panel installation?
Yes,
approve, yeah, yes, we approve, yes, right?
yes.
All right,
Now, the motion, call for the motion for the board to approve the ARC.
there we go.
Motion to approve. Approve
Great,
What are we approving?
and,
the solar panel.
Oh, okay.
cool. Do we have the form we can sign then, since we're all here?
That just came out on an email. I guess that's their new ARC form, so you wanna sign the email?
We don't have an ARC form with this to sign?
It's all in that packet. That's
Well-
what it looked like.
Wait, oh, well,
money.
well, I mean, like the ARC request form, like where we sign, like the bylaws state that this has to be approved in writing.
Right, right. Well,
So like we would have to sign.
I'm making a joke.
Well, right, but I mean,
I replied to the email, did you guys reply to the email?
we only have 2 emails. And we didn't get an ARC form to sign. And we got different emails. Communication's kind of it's not our strongest point.
Right now it is.
Yeah, this should be done prior to the meeting. Everything should be looked
Agreed.
at prior to the meeting, and then come in and sign if you need to sign, or send it back. sign
Is there an
prior
ARC
to the
form in there,
meeting.
Fred?
This is not how it's supposed to run.
Can I just finger through it real quick?
I don't know how we're gonna print it here.
Well, you can't. There's no Wi-Fi printer.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Guys are so prepared.
Dang, we should, I mean, that's kind of a thing. Is it included in this email, your guys' email?
I'm looking at the form that's, like I said, we just got this new website up and running.
Oh, Richard, you got that email from her 2 weeks ago, didn't you?
I did, but I didn't, like, Terry said she's got it in her email.
I just had it open.
While we're waiting, how much do we pay a month for this management company?
I think it's in the budget, you can look.
$1,000 now we're paying to.
No, it's definitely not. I just wanted to make sure.
You guys are getting your money.
Yeah, we gotta get something to say approved.
Well, the proposed budget for 23 was 7,500.
Well, it's not you, you're not.
Yeah, some
It's the
approval
board
proof.
that should be doing this work. And if they hire a management company, then yes, the management company should be doing it for them because they're so lazy. So, one or the
That
other.
management company does not approve ARC.
No, I know that, but they should have, this board should have forms made up, or ask you to make the
Okay,
forms on them.
can I just answer that? Because I think we just got this new website up and running, so I'm looking at the form, and if we need to change it, we'll tweak it where you guys can copy it.
But we've had an ARC, we've had this board who
like a ghost.
supposedly has been approving
Like a
these
ghost
kind
that
of
doesn't
things.
know who it was.
It was a different,
Right.
this was a different form, it's all electronic, that's why, they can submit everything electronically.
Yeah.
So
Well, except
if
for
I
the
need
ASSR
to
Well,
somewhere
for the
where
form.
you guys approve
Except for the ARC form.
the signature line, I can do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is part of our bylaws, is that way it has to be approved by a signature.
It's also in the minutes.
Well, that's not, nobody signed in the minutes.
Yeah. And this is.
Right, but it says it has to be approved in writing.
You guys have an
This is-
agenda, you have an agenda for today. So everything that's being talked about or done today should have the forms along with it. It's not a surprise, you have it on the agenda, you know what's gonna happen. This is why I get so angry at this board,
All right.
because you guys do nothing, nothing. Right next door, I'm on the board, and we have 5 people that aren't paid, that do a much better job than you guys do. And I've given the board the website,
All right.
you can see everything that we do
All right.
is all
So-
under sunshine, you can see
Why don't
it,
you ask
you
what
can
the
see our
other
budget
Yeah.
before we even.
Do we have another ARC?
Did any of you do?
Yeah.
Hold on, I have one quick question. Have you liked any board
The
that's
board-
been, hold on,
Oh,
Steve.
here in Cedar Run?
Have you liked any board in Cedar Run?
No.
Come on, man. We were about to roll on.
Had a good
Well, let's roll on.
board.
I like any board.
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
I'm not
let's
talking
roll on.
about
Let's roll on.
Individuals, there's some good
We have
individuals
another
on the
ARC.
board right now, but as a whole,
Okay.
we haven't had a good.
Okay,
board
cool.
in a decade.
Now that looks like an ARC form.
File was too big to be sent.
No,
Okay.
when I first bought it, it was a beautiful board. We had a great board that was very efficient. Oh, yeah.
The board that kept you from paying your fees for
20 years ago, we
Concrete,
had-
metal, wood, and rock. Okay, concrete. Okay, so 3672 Dogwood Court. All right, we got a phone number here. It says concrete in front of area, making a sitting area. It will be attached to the house. Let's see here. Color, concrete and wood. We know what concrete and wood look like. I think we're all in approval there, right? All right. Concrete, metal, wood, and rock. We got a sign. Okay, cool. Yep, we got signed. 1018. The dimensions are 23 feet by 10 feet, and it looks like it comes down to 3 feet, kind of like almost like a sliced pizza. The idea seems to be a concrete front area making a sitting area. Okay, so like a patio.
It's
Would
gonna
you?
be similar to Bruce's house, if anybody has seen Bruce's
Yeah,
house.
that's nice.
Yeah. Okay.
They're basically,
Well, we haven't
they
seen
have a
Bruce's
little
house.
walkway
I
going
haven't,
to the
so
door
I don't
from the
know what
driveway.
Bruce's house.
They're filling in that walkway up to the house. Kinda like what Bruce did. I don't know if anybody has seen that.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen it, but I understand it's like a patio.
Right.
It's,
Yeah, it's gonna look better than the weeds that they had growing there. I think it's gonna look.
Right.
There you
They've
go.
already
The only
cleaned it all
thing
out. I
is,
think
just to
it'll
say,
look good.
sure.
just a question is where the homeowners filling in part of their property, we already have a drainage issue in our subdivision right now. And I know this is only, it's 23 by 10, 230 square feet of cement now, where there used to be grass or whatever there was, multiplied by 125 homes, because if you allow one homeowner to do add, petition, change, then it does affect when 100 homes at 230 square feet would be quite a bit of perk area taken out of the subdivision, and probably make the drainage a little worse too, if more and more people started to do this. I know we did have issues before with taking away, the city of Melbourne says that each house right now is pretty much on the limit with the foundation for the perk value, and maybe this is part of our drainage now that people have done. You said Bruce did it. I know of other homeowners that have done
So
it.
yeah, it's
too.
gonna be kind of.
So it's just a thought, because if we keep adding cement, we're losing drainage.
The 23
I was
feet on
just
the
letting you know what they're planning
Oh,
on
no,
doing.
no, yeah, that's
I've seen
great.
them digging it up, yeah.
Right, and then you see that, 230
just gonna be
square
like
foot
a
times
city
10 is 23
area.
times 100 is 23,000. So 23,000 square foot taken out of the subdivision would be a lot, if you think about it. So,
Well, I mean, seeing as we have approved others.
yes, then you've got no choice.
Yeah, we've got no
Keep
choice.
doing it, But eventually it will become more
yeah.
of an issue.
Because,
We've had
yeah,
people
other
do
houses have been approved.
other
We can't
driveways
deny
and
somebody
other driveways and stuff.
because,
And
yeah, no.
that's a big issue.
Yeah. Give it
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know the schematics behind it, if it
No.
causes that big of a difference.
Well, just one you wouldn't think, but 100 or 10 or 20 might.
I can understand what you're saying, I just don't, I don't know how big of a difference it makes.
Well,
What
right now
percentage
we're-
of retainment
Right now we're
and-
flooding. So this is gonna add to it.
Did,
Yeah.
Unless already has it in our neighborhood, don't we have to allow someone else to do it too?
well, we can't stop them. We have to approve.
The only thing I see with that, the proposal, is that they're not really showing where the 23 feet is
Well-
as opposed.
It's right up to their front door.
Yeah,
Okay,
they-
so
they-
is the 23 feet,
It will be attached to the house.
I
so it
get
will-
that, but if you look at this picture, it has no picture of the house.
Steve,
And
did
it
you
just,
see Bruce's house or no?
I've been there, but I don't
So
remember.
what it is imagine this, okay, so you got the driveway,
Yeah,
You
and
can
then
see,
to,
we should
if
have
you're
a
looking at
picture
the
of
house,
this
to the
stuff.
right of the driveway is the front door. They got, making the driveway a little, like, walkway going to the front door, and they're wanting to fill in from the walkway, that little corner, it's like a little triangle,
Yeah.
like this.
Okay, so what you're saying is the 10 feet is along the driveway, and then,
It's at the
And
front of the
actually-
driveway by the garage.
This is what he's
To the
saying, you don't know
Well-
for sure.
Yeah, now my, actually, since you said that,
yeah, it's,
in my picture, I'm imagining, is this gonna be, is there gonna be any, like, property line issues?
No, it's inside the walkway.
Cause, right,
But see, the architecture review form is supposed to cover all this.
yeah,
the drawing.
that is a little scary, that, only because I'm not exactly sure.
And then we do this every time with these forms, they come in at the.
Yeah,
last
you know
minute.
what, I would need to see, so, cause you know what, I need to get a, you know what, yeah, that's a little scary, cause I need to see.
You wouldn't approve, but. Again, Richard, when did they get this request?
Yeah, and when did you guys get this request, by the way? This, what, no?
Got it, right when you got it.
Yeah, okay,
Oh, okay.
all right.
So we really haven't had time to really digest.
Yeah,
it.
oh, damn, yeah, we haven't really, okay.
We'll go ahead and table it.
Yeah,
so we know
cool.
more information.
yeah, I would suggest sending back to the homeowner and just having a better picture, showing where
Yeah,
the
we'll-
house is.
We'll
the driveway
table that
is.
for right now, and we can address that real quick tomorrow, in the daylight.
You can see where he's doing it, they got it all dug up.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
but see, but
so-
when you're throwing in a
Dug up, so they're
proposal.
already
you
So it's
want
already
to
started?
have The picture of the house, where the house lays,
All
and then
right.
where the driveway lays, because all you.
People, they're not people that
Well,
are.
that's why we're gonna send it right back to them, because they didn't do it right. So you just say, okay, we just wanna know.
Well, you're not.
But
Now
he's got a
you
good
wanna know
idea.
why I don't like the.
Why don't you make the suggestion, Richard?
Because you're
Yeah,
voting on something that you can't even tell me for sure how it's going to go.
Okay, all right.
That's why.
Hey,
Because none of
okay,
you
hey,
can
all right.
say, if you
We're-
sign this sheet, you know exactly
It's
how
tabled,
going
we're not-
down. That's why I get angry. You're voting on something that you don't even, any of you know exactly how it's gonna lay on the house.
All right,
That's
moving
why.
on.
That's why you want.
All right, we'll table this.
That needs to be brought
We're
to
gonna-
the attention before we carry on. We have a board member that's missed 3 meetings in a row. So, according to our bylaws, that member is now gonna have to be off the board.
Who is it?
So,
Uh.
it's Richard Carr. So, I call for a motion because of Richard Carr missing 3 meetings in a row that we have to remove him from the board. Everything, anybody approve? Have to?
It's automatic.
Yeah, it's an automatic,
It's
yeah.
automatic.
All right, with that being said,
We are get the new person right here.
all in favor? We can now read. This is in our bylaw. Any correct, okay. I'm gonna read the whole subsection 3, so that way everything's covered. Any director may be removed from the board with or without cause by a majority of the vote of the members of the association. In the event of a death, resignation, or removal of a director, his successor shall be selected by the remaining members of the board and shall serve
Didn't I
for
do
the unexpired term of the predecessor. He has just a little over a year left, so his term will be up in January of 2025. Now that we have people present, I'm asking for the board, any nominations for someone who filled
There
this
you go.
slot? Nominate Kathy Boyd. Is there
No.
any other nominations?
Hey, Fred, how about it? Can I jump on it?
Okay?
I second Kathy Boyd.
Well, anyone else? So we just have Kathy Boyd on the floor for right now. All right. Call for a motion to
I like
nominate
Kathy, though.
Boyd to fill the remainder of Richard Carr's term.
Motion to nominate her to fill Richard's term.
Anybody second?
I said.
All approved? Any denies? Motion carries. Welcome to the board, Kathy.
You look so enthused, Kathy.
Looks like it was predetermined.
Kathy, don't.
Yay, Kathy!
All right, on the old business.
You scared her.
I'm not, no, she's not scared of me, she knows.
Any all right, now we're on the old business,
All right.
Way signs. Any folks still?
We have not got any.
Oh.
We've had several people go out there.
And the light, too.
And then I'll forward them to the board. but-
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you looked at it, have you got eyes on it, what needs to be done?
light, one of the lights is out.
Yeah, rot from the inside out, like the board.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
You got the pressure to ask now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I would like to get more quotes on how, on what it's gonna cost to repair it, and now we got a spotlight to add to it.
Which might just be the bulb,
Probably just the bulbs, maybe.
Okay, if any,
but we're gonna go look at it.
all right. So we'll go ahead and table the entryway signs until we have actual quotes to vote and bid on. All right, new business, back to the bylaws.
Here's where you no longer a member of the nominating committee.
Yeah. Well,
They're gonna take care of this right now.
I'm not on the nominating committee. I'm on the ERC committee. The nominating committee will die after they vote.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, new bylaws, article, section 10.
I don't know. I can't remember.
The association shall appoint an architectural control committee as provided in the declaration and a nominating committee as provided in these bylaws. In addition, the board of directors shall appoint other committees as deemed appropriate in carrying out its purpose. We have an architectural control committee. We do not have a nominating committee. We need to establish one tonight because we have an election in January.
So can we talk a little bit more about the nomination committee? There is, if you look a little farther down there, I think it's a little farther down, it talks about the length of time that the nomination committee is required. It's vote like prior to let me think here. It's prior to the election, and it follows the year until prior to the following election.
Where does that say that?
Well,
Reading
let
Article
me-
11.
Oh, you get up there. Oh, hang on. I think it's under committee. Hold on one second. It might be under nominations. That's a different one. Just 1 second. Number, term of office, removal, compensation, proxies. Nomination. Nomination for election of the board of directors shall be made by nominating committee, right? Nominations may also be made from the floor at the annual meeting. The nominating committee shall consent of a chairman who shall be a member of the board of directors and 2 or more members of the association of the board of directors. So, a member of the board of directors and 2 or more members of the association or board of directors. So you have to have a mix of both, is what they're getting at. It can't be all one or all the other. It's got to be a mix. All right.
So one chairman on the board and then 2 non-board members.
Or the other way around. Either way. Yeah.
Yeah.
The nom.
2 board members enough and 2 non-board members.
Mhm.
That way it gives people who are not on the board to participate.
All right. There we go. Cool. Hold on. The nominating committee shall be appointed by the board of directors prior to, and here's the time frame right here. Prior to each annual meeting of the members. All right. So prior to the members meeting, right? Which would be this meeting, right? Right. To serve from the close of such annual meeting. That's the close of the next meeting. We're picking them now. They're going to start in the future, right? Right.
Yep.
All right,
They're
cool.
gonna serve until after the annual meeting in January.
All right, yes, there we go. The nominating committee shall make, I'm sorry, the close of such annual meeting until the close of the next annual meeting. So yeah, you're pretty much January to January.
All right.
Right, we got that. The nominating committee shall make as many nominations for election to the board as it shall, in its discretion, determine, but not less than the number of vacancies that are to be filed. Such nominate.
3.
There we go, yes. But not less. So we have to have at least 3 nominations.
All right.
Right. So, such nominations may be made from among members or non-members. And there you go. That is Article 5, 6, 7, Section 1. Nomination and election of directors.
Who wants to be chairman on the board for the nominating committee? Okay, do we have volunteers, non-board members who wants to serve on this committee?
Jump on it.
We have 1,
And I can jump on it too. There we go.
we got 2, anybody else want to serve on the committee?
How about you? Yeah.
Anybody else? I'm opening the floor.
Dean?
It's a committee.
Margaret?
Raw. That's a legal amount.
Go ahead and make a call for a motion to approve the committee.
Who was it again? Who are they again?
It's me, Mike, and Ron.
All approved? Alright, it stands. So that's done.
This will be
Okay,
fun.
Sharon, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you for the proposed budget review and approval.
What's the time limit on raising the rates? You have to specifically.
30 days. And it has to be in writing.
Right. What they're gonna go.
The dues are staying the same at $52 per month. Does anybody have any questions on the budget? I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
How much are legal fees? Oh,
What is the total reserve that we have, like, for this year?
What is the total reserve that we have right now?
I like to be on the board.
$30,913.64.
We are not increasing the dues?
You want an increase?
Yes.
Hold on. If you do that, it's no more than 5%, so 5% of $52 is $2.60, that's your max.
I'm just
You
saying,
can't do
in order
that
to keep
unless
up with
you
some
call
inflation,
the
I
meeting
guarantee
to
you're gonna
change
have,
that.
ongoing
You
issues
can't
like
change
that, raising their prices, just
Right.
like we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You'll find another one.
Yeah, it has to be going on, but it
You're not
has to
gonna
be,
find, there is such a thing where
has to be in
everybody
writing, and
raises
it's
their
got to be
prices.
30 days.
And the amount has to be given. This is what we're gonna go to.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
There's an increase in there.
yeah.
I like you, Scott, but not anymore.
Well, listen, I don't like spending money any more than anybody else, but I want to at least, I hate special assessments.
Well, go with the budget. If they do the budget the way it is and it's fine with it, we can leave it at that. Next year you can.
So-
Yeah. Why?
I just hate being behind the eight ball rather than in front of it.
No, I don't like spending money when I don't have to. And I don't think any homeowner should spend money when they don't have to.
All right.
Well, I think it's obvious, I don't want to waste my money either, I gotta pay as well, so.
Look, it's all right.
But I'm not bargaining, if nobody wants to do it, that's fine, I just was worried that we don't have, that we barely have enough as it is.
If there's no questions, we can call for a motion.
Motion to approve the proposed budget.
Anybody second? All approved?
We do that.
Alright. We will not meet in November or December. So, the next meeting will be our annual meeting in January. Stand by for the date. Alright, if I got it right, the next meeting is January 24th, 2024, at this place, date and time. Okay, after that, call for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
What? Sorry, go ahead.
What about the square, you were gonna get estimate on, getting a surveyor?
Yeah, we have to get the
Well, as
budget
usual.
approved first, make sure we
What's
have
in
the
the tape?
funds.
Oh,
because
yeah,
again,
that's what they
we're
sent
gonna
you.
be digging into
They didn't send me this.
stuff.
We
So
gave it
we
to you
are
like
gonna
this.
take care of it. It will be on the
It came
agenda
from up there,
upcoming.
like that. So
Tonight, we
the
had to get
homeowner
all
didn't
this
give it to
taken
you.
care
That's
of.
correct. Yeah.
We were-
Right.
Four different surveyors. I don't know what that
Okay, my other question is the.
If all these questions can come up during the meeting, yours
Yes,
can
I am
too.
still waiting
Oh.
on that guy. to
Richard,
give
What's
me
that?
a
yours can
quote
too. If
for
their
it. I
questions
have
can
not
come up
gotten
during
quote.
the meeting, so
I
can
sent him an
yours.
email,
Right.
and I haven't gotten a response yet.
But-
Scotty gave us a snap in here when he tries to motion the meeting and close the
The
game.
palm trees around the
Well-
pool were
well, actually-
included in that quote, with the trees out in the front.
The tree
Like I
stuff.
said, I have not got
The
that
tree stuff
quote.
we did.
Okay, you're losing
So we get these
focus
free
on,
bid
if you
from,
wanted
so
to bring
I
up
just
stuff
keep
about
prepared
the
the sites.
meetings
But
in
yes,
lieu
I
of
want
having
it
the
taken
meetings
care
and
of.
there's no minutes from them, you're not gonna talk about that?
I don't have it in front
I'd
of
like
me.
to go ahead
Um,
and make call for a motion to
well-
adjourn the meeting.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Wait a minute, we just got a couple questions over
Yeah,
here.
go
too.
ahead.
I have a question.
What's that?
You made a motion for us to have our annual meeting. Did you have a motion for our next board meeting?
The next board will, no.
They're two separate meetings.
Yes.
All right. It'll be right after the annual meeting, so I'd like to call for a motion also to make that board meeting right after the annual meeting. And that will be under the direction of the new board at that time too.
Okay.
Motion to set the next board meeting for immediately after the annual.
Second.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do that
Yeah, you can do that.
because we're only here for an hour. We only have this for an hour. So I don't know if we'd have enough time to have the meeting, the
Well, we
annual
ran out of
meeting.
time the last
Yes,
few
we ran
years.
out of time the last couple meetings.
Well, the main thing they're gonna have to do, is the organizational meeting, so we'll do that real quick right after.
But the organizational meeting is the board meeting is what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I mean, it can be
Right.
done very quickly, just putting those other people in place, that's all.
Right.
Yeah, it's choosing what their job is. Are they
No, that's at a different meeting.
That's a different meeting.
That's a different
That is a
meeting.
different meeting.
Organizational meeting,
The organizational meeting,
that we're gonna hold right after the annual meeting, because we have to have a treasurer, it has to.
well,
we gotta have that stuff
right,
on.
our bylaws indicate that the board selects the president, vice president at the very first meeting after the annual meeting.
Right, that's the organizational meeting.
Well, right. So time constraints of 1 hour might not be good enough, as we had the same problem last time. Because we had that same problem last time. We ran out of time.
Done it the last 4 years in a row.
And
Yeah, and we
ran out
keep
of time.
screwing up. That's the problem. Is we keep screwing up.
Yeah. I still have one more question. Is the board other than the regular meetings that we have on, the fourth Wednesday of the month, I'm not sure if that's exactly the way it is the board meeting and making decisions in lieu of those meetings in between? This is for the president, because you chair the meetings.
Yeah, we're gonna have the annual meeting, which will be the election.
Yes.
Once the new board is selected, that annual meeting will be adjourned after everything's said and done. Then we're gonna have the organizational meeting to appoint new
Yes.
titles of the board members.
Yeah, and I understand that.
That will be adjourned, and then we'll have the first board meeting.
So we're gonna have 3 meetings.
We're gonna have 3 meetings then?
Yep.
Well, the organizational meeting, because you're meeting as the board, is considered a board meeting. It's a board meeting. You can call it whatever you want, but it's a board meeting. So we're gonna have 2 separate board meetings?
Yeah, we'll have two
Okay,
separate meetings.
that wasn't the question. The question that I had was, is the board making decisions in between the regularly scheduled meetings? Like from,
You're talking about the hiatus period,
no,
so from November to January.
no. Let's go back last month and the month before. The board, and I'm not asking for any particulars, but the board met and made a decision to bring legal action against the homeowner. I'm not asking for anything about that.
We're not gonna discuss that.
No, I'm not asking you to. But you made a decision as a board, and you made a decision that, stop, just
We
let,
cannot discuss it.
I'm not asking you to discuss it.
He's not asking anything.
I'm asking-
about legal.
Discuss it, we're not gonna do it.
What he's asking is.
Stop, my question, let me ask my question. Could I,
I can answer that.
sure,
If the president of the board decides he needs to get legal counsel, he's allowed to do that.
absolutely.
Not a board meeting.
Okay, without a board meeting?
But that's only if he's being sued or the board.
No, stop, I've got the question.
Hold on.
Could you
He's-
please let me ask the
Against
question?
A homeowner, they're
Dean,
supposed to have, okay.
Let me.
Okay, go ahead.
My question is, when the board meets and makes a decision and
We
spends
cannot
money,
discuss that.
I'm not asking you to discuss, you
Motion
have,
to adjourn the
stop,
meeting.
please, see, this is what I'm talking about, this is what you'll do at the annual meeting.
Meeting over.
See, you're unbelievable.
Yeah,
You
this is
are
a
really
joke.
unbelievable, you don't like the way.
Yeah, you're
somebody
just
is
trying to
being
shut
asked
down
about
information.
it.
People need to know this.
You really are. You
All right.
are brutally terrible.
This is common ground, dear. This is a Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, they just don't want people to know that they're not following their own rules.